Hello all of you. Welcome to Microsoft Hyper-V 2025 course series. In this session, we talked about different types of hypervisors. So let's start the session, guys. Just a minute. Yes. So in this, we talked about we have two types of hypervisors. We already talked about in session one. We talked about the hypervisor. What is hypervisor? Why we need hypervisor? So as I already told you, hypervisor is used to provide the platform to create a virtualization or to create a or to use a virtualization. You can say that. Now we talked about hypervisor types. So we have two types of hypervisor over there. There's a type 1. We can say one is type 1 hypervisor and another one is we have type 2 hypervisor. Now, if we talk about the type 1 and type 2 hypervisor, so as you know that hypervisor is a platform, you can say that, where it provides you the platform, virtualization platform. So we need a hypervisor for that. Now, in type 1 hypervisor, what we have, like if I show you the diagram wise, if I explain the diagram wise, like this is, you can say that my hardware. Okay, we'll talk about type 1 first. So type 1 is also known as a bare metal hypervisor. You can say it is known as a bare metal. Okay, so we say it is known as a bare metal as well. So this is what we have, the bare metal hypervisor, a bare metal, you can say. Okay, so either you can go for type 1 or either you can say bare metal hypervisor. So in that, what we have, like this is my hardware, you can say that. This is my hardware layer, you can say that. I'm trying to explain you how it works. This is my hardware layer. This is the hardware layer. And in that, in type 1, we directly install hypervisor over there. We do not need operating system in that. So we directly installed over there hypervisor. So whatever hypervisor you are using. So like if we talk about the hypervisors, we have a type 1, we have different type of hypervisors. Like you can use Hyper-V, VMware, ESXi, whatever hypervisor you can use to go for virtualization. So for that, we don't need a separate operating system. So like directly on the hardware, we directly installed hypervisor. What type of hypervisor you can install over there? Type 1 is like we have a VMware EXSI, or you can say that Hyper-V, Microsoft Hyper-V. So these are the two hypervisors mostly we can use. These are the kernel based, you can say that. So for that, we don't need a particular operating system. We directly install these hypervisors on our hardware, and after that, we can create the virtual machines. So like we have a virtual machines like this. Like this, we have a virtual machines like this. So this is what we have, the bare metal hypervisor, or you can say the type 1 hypervisor. So we directly installed VM over there. This is my VM1 over there. I installed VM2, and then we have a VM3 like this. Like in previous lecture also I told you, VM3 like this. So this is what we have, the hypervisors like this. Okay, this is what we have, type 1 hypervisors. It works like this. This is what we have, the type 1 hypervisor. Now the same thing, we have a type 2 also. Type 2 also known as, you can say it is also known as a hosted hypervisor. Hosted virtualization, you can say that it's a hosted one. Hosted. So for that, what we need, like if I make the diagram for this one, so what we have, like this is my hardware again. This is the hardware layer. And that we need an operating system for that. This kind of hypervisor, if I want to install type 2 hypervisor, or if I want to use type 2 hypervisor, for that what we need a operating system, and then we can install type 2 hypervisor over there, and then we have a virtual machines like this, like this, like this. This is what we have, the concept of. So now this is my hardware. This is my hardware. I need operating system for that. A separate operating system means I need to install operating system in my hardware. It's mandatory. And then we have a hypervisor. So what kind of hypervisors we have? I tell you, in type 2, we have a like you can say that like we have a Windows based hypervisors, Windows or Mac or Linux based hypervisors. So in that, we need a like VMware workstation. It's a kind of a type 2 hypervisor where we need operating system. And operating system, what any type of operating system we can use. Either we can use Windows operating system or Linux operating system or Mac OS. Any kind of OS we can install. So hypervisor we use in type 2 is we can use VMware workstation. This is what we have, and you can say that like Oracle VirtualBox, Oracle VM VirtualBox. You can say that these are the software-based hypervisors. You can say, and we have other thing also apart from that. Okay, so this is what we have the type 2 hypervisors. So this is a software based. So for that we need operating system, and then on the operating system we can install this. Okay, so like this you can say that like in where here I am using the type 2 hypervisors. Like if I go for VMs, these are the VMs we can create like this. This is what we have: VM1, VM2, and VM3, and whatever how many VMs I have as per my hardware requirement. So like this. Okay, so this is what we have the type 2 hypervisor. Type 2 hypervisor. So like if I give an example in type 2, what like if I showing you my system, like this is my a physical machine and I can install Windows 10 over there. If I see you, this is my Windows 10 operating system and I install over there VMware Workstation Pro. So this is what we have the type 2 hypervisor like this. This is what we have. Okay. So like if I'll talk about the advantages of these hypervisors, okay, so for type 1 hypervisor what we have, so we required only a hardware. We do not need a you can say that operating system. This is what we have the advantage of you can say that type 1 hypervisor. Okay, so it's high performance because it's directly installed on your hardware. We do not need operating system, so we don't need to purchase any operating system for that. And it's also for a high security because it mostly based on Linux based hypervisors. And it's like this you can say that like this we have the advantages of type 1. Like if I talk about the type 2, so type 2, for that it is also easy to install. Like what we need operating system, and in operating system we simply install the hypervisor, like how we can install the softwares. Simple, next and finish, that's it. So like this. Okay, this is mostly used for testing and developing purposes. Like if you want to test something, if you want to, you can test you want to uh, create a virtual machine, you want to test something on that. So in that case, we can use mostly type 2. In companies, we mostly use type 1 hypervisors. In company, you will see VMware EXI. These are the VMware servers we have, EXI, or Microsoft Hyper-V. These are the two virtualization servers we have. VMware is using EXSI. It's again a server, and Hyper-V also a server. Okay, so if you want to install Hyper-V on your Windows servers, so we have a Hyper-V. So these are the two type 1 hypervisors. So like if you need to manage a heavy workload, or you need to manage a large number of virtual machines, in that case we can mostly use type 1 hypervisors. This is the basic difference between hypervisor, type 1 and type 2. So type 1 is also known as bare metal hypervisor, and type 2 is also known as hosted hypervisor. So that's it for the session, guys. Thank you for watching.